Hello, and welcome to the Flowers in the Wild. I'm your host, Ajna Flowers, and today I am doing a gratitude episode. The last month and a half or so, I've just met some really incredible people who have been so helpful and encouraging on my path. And as you know, I posted the last time. We didn't have an episode last week, and this one is late. But I posted about my motorcycle I got for my birthday, and I really want to do a shout out for Paulson's. They're like a motorcycle sports, that kind of a shop. That's where I got my helmet from. And they were so wonderful. It's a family owned business here in Great Falls. And they're just very, very nice. Just not nuts. They're very kind people. And I just love going in there because it's like I'm getting to talk to old friends. So that's a wonderful place. We have Motor City Sports that we got great lights put on the back of our helmets there, and believe the guy that helped us name was Jess. I'm sorry if it wasn't. And then and then I just dropped my lens. And then I would like to see who else. Oh, and then there are a couple people on Facebook Marketplace that I was able to get a really super nice pair of chaps that I wear when I ride on the motorcycle. And, her name is Stephanie, and I believe her husband, or yes, her new husband, recent husband, his name is Don Johnson. I believe when he said what his name was, I thought about Miami Vice. So those of you that know what I'm talking about, so I believe that was his name. Then I also met just a really lovely woman named Gina that I got my goggles from, and I've been able to talk about podcasts and just have really authentic, organic conversations with people, just through this interaction of all of this. And then I want to shout out to Drake and Gil's Auto Repair. That's who Jack bought his motorcycle from, is Drake. And Drake is also a mechanic at Gil's here in town, which is where my bug is, my Beetle that I have. And she had, she's a 2003 Volkswagen Beetle. So she had some things she needed to be fixed, but they were amazing. They're very thorough and very reasonable. So we're just so thankful for these people that have come into our lives, and like these vape shops here in town. I just love going in there. They let me take the podcast information, and everywhere I go, I'm just running into all these. Well, I try not to run into anyone anywhere I go, but I'm just finding all these amazing people that I'm so grateful for. And then I want to do a shout out to Infinity Wellness Dispensary here in town. Those people in that shop are so kind and so helpful and so friendly. You just feel like anytime you walk in, it's like, is it Devin? Is it Talon? Is it Abby? Is it Haley? Is it Nicholas? Is it Anthony? And every single one of them, it's like my heart is just so full and happy when I see any of them. And they're just such wonderful, wonderful quality human beings that I am so grateful to have in my life. And then let's see. I believe the guy we got the motorcycle from, I believe his name was Jake. He was in Big Timber. Beautiful bike. He was just a very honest, kind person. And then I want to talk to you all about something. I want to talk to you about Kingdom Tattoos, a shop here that Jack and I go to. It's where I got my head tattoo. Jack got his dad's memorial tattoo on his leg at Kingdom. And Brandon is the owner of Kingdom Tattoos. When I went in to get this, his apprentice did the tattoo, did an amazing job. And because it's my art that I have on my head, when Brandon first saw it, because of the kind of art he does, which is phenomenal. I wanted him to be my tattoo artist for quite some time. And so when he saw the flowers with no eyelashes, because of how what the kind of art that he when he sees an eye, we had a little bit of a misunderstanding, and we just talked it out, and I could understand where he was coming from, and then he understood where I was coming from, and we've just developed this really sweet friendship, just a very sweet friendship. I'm so grateful to have him in my life and in our life. He's just both Jack and I. He's just a really great guy. And when my first encounter with him, I would have said he is a phenomenal tattoo artist. I couldn't really judge what kind of person he was because he was very confident in his art and his knowledge of it, as he should be. But so was I, and so I wasn't really sure how that was all going to play out. And some of my very best friend and I, there was, we've had a few misunderstandings, but it's just made us closer, and it's made us feel like we can actually open up and be vulnerable in a different way than we normally are in our relationships with people, especially people just out in the community. And so I just want to tell you all that right now he is doing a $500 tap out session, which that means for $500, for as long as you can sit, he will tattoo you. Whether that is a new tattoo or like mine, I'm going to get this beautiful mermaid. It's going to just turn her into a beautiful masterpiece. I'm going to get a few more things done on my head, and I just plan on sitting there and letting him retouch my tattoos everywhere that I have them, and go from there. And then I'm also thinking about getting some really like along the lash line tattooed, just a line, and then maybe some pretty little fairy something. Maybe, I don't know yet if I'm going to do that, but I am looking. But anyway, I just want to remind you all that you don't have to worry about things you can't control. It's not in your control, and the reason that you feel that need to control it is because as humans, we always want to find how to fix it. We always want to find the solution so that we don't have to feel that way anymore. Sometimes you just have to feel that way. So I don't want you to miss out on all of the magic and all of the amazing, incredible, wonderful people in the world by getting caught up in trying to control situations you absolutely cannot. And when you do try to do that, you have to remember that as a little child, when that coping, that survival, that protection mechanism that you developed to keep yourself safe, as a little child, it kept you safe. As an adult now, it's keeping you small in places that you don't need to be small. You don't need to be small there. That is your essence. That's your soul. And your soul is eternal. So it is all encompassing. And we always feel like that's the part of us that we have to push down or hide or whatever. I apologize. I feel like I'm the king from Hamilton while I'm doing this podcast today. I also just want you all to know what I would like you to do is in the comments, I would like you to leave me sentences, because one of my many talents is I can find a reference from the hit Broadway musical Hamilton for anything anybody says. So I would like to challenge you all to try it out. See if I can answer any question with some hip hop song from Hamilton. Looking forward to it. I'm really excited. This life is amazing, and if you are living in a place where you can persist in existing in a place of calm in all situations, and allow the things that you have no control over to just work out the way they're going to work out, because they're going to. Whether you step in or not, 11 times out of 10, uncontrollable situations only are made worse when we try to control them because we don't know how to do that. It's not our job to do that. And so, like they say, if you can't control it, it can't be in your mind. You can't let that, because that's the only thing we have control of, is how our mind reacts or responds in any given situation. And you, no matter how hard it seems and how triggering things can be, you always have control of that. Always. You just have to remember that nobody else holds the pen to your life. Nobody else holds anything of your spark but you. And don't ever believe anything different than that. You can't, because that is the essential truth of who you truly are. Not this mask that you were given when you came into this life. It's your soul. And that's where you find that childlike wonder and magical insight. Just want to thank you all so much for being here with me today. I am Ajna Flowers, and you are watching or listening to Flowers in the Wild. I look forward to seeing you next week, and I am going to be announcing some amazing prizes, some a cool drive we're going to do, because I have already gotten my $500 Tap Out Session certificate. My appointment is on July 14th at noon, and we are going to run a contest on the podcast and on both Spotify and YouTube on how long do you think I will be able to continue doing the tattoo. How many hours? And so we will tell you the rules and regulations for being part of that whole thing. There's another treasure box that we're doing that's going to be whoever invites the most people that become followers and subscribers, so that we can get in there and see who you are. Because just like when we couldn't do the live stream that we wanted to do, we could only see how many subscribers or followers we have. We can only see the number. We actually can't see any of you who have subscribed yet. We can just see that X amount of subscribers are there. So I would love for you to just reach out, leave me a comment, so that I know who you are. I know who's out there. And let's just get this podcast out there. Let's get it so that we can reach people and really help people see that the mask is not truly who they are. It's that spark. It's their soul. So anyway, it's Flowers in the Wild, and I will see you soon.